welcome to the Salmon Ocean Planetarium at Griffith Observatory. Before our show begins, I want to point the exit we use during the show in case you need to leave. It is the center exit located behind you underneath the red exit sign. Please remain seated until the show is over. However, if you must leave during the show, please remember you will not be readmitted. This is a live performance. So if you have not done so already, please be sure that all electronic devices, including smartphones and smartwatches, are turned off. Your screen emits enough light to disrupt the program on the dome. There is no photography or recordings of any kind during the show. We'd like to give you all a moment now to make sure all electronic devices are turned off. We will be traveling through space and time. If at any moment you should feel the effects of motion sickness, please close your eyes. The effect is purely visual and should pass. Now lean back to our live presentation of Centered in the Universe.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
There we go. Thank you for spending part of your Tuesday with us here at Griffith Observatory. I'm Frank Simmons. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. We tell stories about the sky here. We've been at it for almost 90 years. But the tradition goes back thousands of years to a time when people huddled around the fire and tried to make sense of what they saw in the night sky. They told stories that attempted to answer fundamental questions. Who are we? How did we get here? Why is the world the way it is? Even something as basic as the sunset was filled with drama. The ancient Greeks said Helios, the sun god, drove his chariot over the horizon, and darkness fell because Nyx, the goddess of night, drew a curtain between earth and sky. The Chumash of Southern California thought the sun was a torch carried from east to west by a god. When he passed beyond the western horizon, it got dark. Today, we know the sun is a star. It rises and sets because Earth is a spinning globe. And as Earth turns, the sun seems to move across the sky. That is our story about day and night. Our way of answering questions about nature has changed in the last few centuries. But our motivation hasn't. We need to feel at home in the universe. Understanding the world around us and the sky above helps us survive. Now, recent discoveries challenge some of the stories we tell about the universe. We don't have all the answers. But every day at sunset, when the turning earth carries us beyond the sun's reach, we get another chance to figure things out. The sky darkens. The stars appear. And once again we confront the ancient mystery of the night sky. when they looked at this. We appear to be at the center of a flat world, bounded by the circle of the horizon. A black canopy arcs overhead, dotted with twinkling sparks of light. Like visitors to any strange place, we search for landmarks to orient ourselves. Behind us, notice this group of 7 fairly bright stars. Americans call it the Big Dipper. These stars mark the bowl, and here is the handle. The Big Dipper is useful because it helps us find north. If you draw a line from the stars in the front of the bowl, you will come to this star. Polaris, the North Star. Polaris is special. It's the only star that doesn't move. If you watch the sky for a few hours, you'll notice that the sky seems to be turning. Stars rise in the east and set in the west, just like the sun. As the sky turns, the stars pivot around the unmoving Polaris. This celestial North Pole gives us a way to orient ourselves. Long before Americans saw Dipper, ancient skywatchers saw these 7 stars as part of a bear. We call it Ursa Major, Latin for Great Bear. It takes imagination to make a bear out of these stars. But even if Ursa Major doesn't really look like a bear, it behaves like one. In winter, when bears hibernate, Ursa Major is down low, close to the horizon. In springtime, when hungry bears wake up, Ursa Major prowls up high and away from the horizon. This predictability suggested that the stars could be used to guide us. As we searched for other patterns, we projected our dreams and nightmares on the canopy of heaven. We filled the sky with stories. Kings and queens, monsters and heroes parade through the night. These star pictures, called constellations, transformed the sky into a book of legends and folklore that anyone from shepherd to shaman could read. The stars do not dwell alone, however. 2 brighter lights dominate the heavens. One is the moon. It treks across the sky, just like the stars. But unlike the stars, it appears each night or day in a different place in the sky. It also changes shape as if it has a mind of its own. Sailors and fishermen notice that tides follow the moon. People in every culture counted full
There's no
moons
recording, no
to
phone.
measure
Clear the way.
time. Our word month comes from